stop. A family shop. Think Thayer. Come on, let's get rolling. Come on, let's get moving. Think Thayer.
Hello and welcome to Falcon Weekly here on BGSUFalcons.com. I'm Evan Pivnik, joined by the head coach of the Bowling Green Falcons, Chris Bergeron. And Coach, thanks for joining me, first of all.
Thanks for having me.
And this past weekend, a split for the Falcons, but they were able to pick up their first home win in the year on Friday night. What did you like from this weekend, and what did you not like?
Well, I really liked Friday night. I thought we put together probably the closest thing to a 60-minute effort. We were executing. The special teams were strong. I thought we defended. You know, Friday was our kind of our model game, if you will. So I liked that. You know, there was some things in the first period. We started strong, got the momentum, gave it up when we gave up a power play goal there. Just over halfway through the first period, and then we came back right away and scored to make it 3-1. And I don't think we really looked back from there. We had some really good chances in the second period to make it 4 and 5-1, which sometimes can come up and grab you a little bit if you don't score those goals, and we didn't. But we were able to kind of keep pushing, keep the momentum, and then we scored, I think, later in the second period on the power play, which was great. So, looking back at that game, our process was as good as it's been for this season. And then Saturday, you know, we were close, Evan. We didn't start as well, and Ferris was really good Saturday. But when you're close, you've got to find a way to be on the positive side of that play or that play. And, you know, that play again Saturday for us was a discipline issue. I mean, we take a 5-minute major for face masking, which is you know, an undisciplined play in a 1-1 game, you know, in a game where we're kind of fighting ourselves a little bit in terms of that execution level or making that play. Unfortunately, we found ourselves on the bad side of the special teams, and when you factor the special teams plus the wrong side of that play, and you get the result you get. I don't think it was a complete write-off Saturday night's game, but it obviously wasn't good enough to get the win, and the process wasn't to our level, and you get the result you get.
Well, you mentioned special teams. Again, the same question, positives and negatives from this weekend.
The positives were our power play Friday night. And our penalty kill Friday night. I mean, the one goal they scored, they were 1 for 6, I believe, and the one goal they scored was kind of a bad bounce off an end wall. It wasn't you know, a bad clear or a bad rotation, or it wasn't an X's and O's thing. It was just one of those bounces that ends up in your net. And the power play I thought was really good on Friday. And as good as we were on Friday in the power play, I thought we weren't very good on Saturday. We were 0 for 8 in a game, again, where you're fighting yourselves and you don't really have your best stuff. You need the power play to help you, and we weren't able to do that. And I thought the penalty kill was okay Saturday. I mean, they were 1 for 8, and the one was basically the back end of a 5-on-3, which for two full minutes, really, because it was part of that major. You know, we were blocking shots. I thought we did a great job, and they made a big time play to score to make it 2-1 there. But you know, I thought the power play Friday and then the penalty kill Saturday were the highlights of the special teams over the weekend.
Now we're starting to see more of a consistent Chris Nell in net. What did you like from him this weekend? And you got to go with your approving goaltender.
Yeah, I know. I like the fact that his game is improving. I like the fact that he's more on top of it. You know, we only gave up 15 shots on Friday, and again, the one goal was kind of a bang play with a guy in front of the net. He looked solid. Saturday, you know, it wasn't as good, but he still is confident. He's still looking like he's on the right track in terms of getting his game to where we believe it can and will be. You know, so obviously it's a position where we need to have strong play, and he's a guy that's proven at this level, and it's nice to see him, you know, trending in the right direction.
Now, back-to-back road trips this week and next week. This week coming up against Northern Michigan. I'm sure you've gotten a chance to look a little bit at the Wildcats. What do you like from them?
Well, there's lots to like. I mean, you know, that's a pretty standard statement for me. I like a lot of these teams. You know, they didn't have Dominic Shine early, and now they have Dominic Shine back in their lineup. That's where it starts for me. I think he's an all-league top forward in the league, kind of like a Gerald Mayhew type of player. Every time he's on the ice, he's dangerous. Their goaltending has been really, really strong. I'm not sure necessarily who we're going to see. I think the Finnish boy, or at least the Finnish last name, is the guy that's been playing more. And you know, the opportunities you do get, and you've got a strong goalie there. So I like their ability to create offense up front, in starting with Shine, and then I like the fact that they can goaltend as well as they can, and they have. And that's not to say anything about their decor. They don't have one guy. I mean, the Mashmeyer boy stands out, but I think they do it collectively back there, and it's a group they're gonna fight you for every inch on the ice. That's what our league has become to be known for, and Northern's no different.
Has the preparation changed going into a week where you know you only have 3 practices at the ice arena and then you're going to be on the road?
No, we're a part of our preparation right now, Evan, and people have heard me talk like this before, is rest. I mean, we have to manage the practice schedule and make sure that we're not leaving our best game on the practice ice, even though it's November the 8th. These are 2 long trips. We had the long trip to Bemidji. You know, it seems like it's been a long first half already, not only physically but mentally, because it hasn't gone the way we wanted it to go. So, you know, the preparation starts to include rest time and less time on the ice. But that's not going to change because of, you know, the 3 days to prepare versus, because as far as I'm concerned, there's still a 4th day. I mean, the practice ice up there on Thursday is legitimate preparation time, and it really is not going to look much different.
Well, the Falcons are on the road this weekend at Northern Michigan Friday and Saturday night. Coach, appreciate the time and best luck this weekend.
Thank you for having me, and I appreciate it. Thank you.